Is why do black women shake their butt? I want to know. I hate that, but without exception, including my friends, they all shake their butts. My friends who are European-born Africans, my friends who are African diplomats stationed in Europe, and the Africans from the Middle East, all of them, African women, when they drink alcohol, just thrust their butts outward and shake them wildly no matter what.
And it's so crazy that you said that I have African friends, but yet why didn't you ask them this instead of posting it? Because this is the crazy part about it. They won't ask the black person that they know that's in a classroom or a friend or at work these questions right here. They'll go on Twitter and then they'll say racist stuff that comes behind it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
We have Japanese Twitter is insane. Basically, it was a person that came on and they was like, you know, I wonder why black women shake their butts. So a person came in and explained the reason why they shake their butts. And guess what the reply was to the person who made the tweet? Oh, you're just monkeys that shake your butt. It's just sad to see what society has turned into. But let's go get straight into the video and see what's going on.
So Twitter recently added a new feature to its app that in a sense could bring the world together, but in reality it seems to be doing the opposite. They added a auto translate feature. So for example, me tweeting in America, that tweet can now pop up on a German person's feed and will automatically be seen in the German language. Now as y'all can see by the title of today's video though, Japanese Twitter, they've been wild. Translated from Japanese, and it's one of the most racist tweets you ever read. Whoa, and this isn't an exaggeration. So right here it says translated from Japanese. You can click show the original and that's how it looks. We're gonna show the translation. It says, why do black women shake their butt? I want to know. I hate that, but without exception, including my friends, they all shake their butts. My friends who are European-born Africans, my friends who are African diplomats stationed in Europe, and the Africans from the Middle East, all of them, African women, when they drink alcohol, just thrust their butts outward and shake them wildly no matter what. I'd also like to know, as a side note, how men feel when they get their butts shaken at them. So some people that come across this tweet, they may think that this is harmless or they are genuinely curious, but no, these are the type of dog whistle and microaggressions that us black people deal with. What you have to notice is that most of the time, anything that black people do, it is always demonized. Twerking, we may have modernized it over here in America, but that is a cultural tradition dating back to the motherland. It's a harmless dance, it's great exercise, and as a man of culture, I love me some twerking. But anyways, man, they was on his ass in the replies. Somebody said, I worry about the women's underwear vending machines, the women only carriages on the subway, the fact that all smartphones must have audible camera clicks, or why middle school girl uniforms are so popular in erotica first. Prior to this,
and it's so crazy that you said that I have African friends, but yet why didn't you ask them this instead of posting it? Because this is the crazy part about it. You would have somebody who are Japanese, white, Native American, Indian, or Hispanic. They won't ask the black person that they know that's in a classroom or a friend or at work these questions right here. They'll go on Twitter and then they'll say racist stuff that comes behind it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
They refuse to ask the black person next to them. They refuse to ask the black person in their community. I don't know, bro. It kind of frustrates me though, low key.
I never knew that Japan had this going on. I did a quick Google search and I looked up, does Japan have a problem? Yes, Japan has a significant underreported sexual violence problem, often described by activists as a hidden crisis. While official statistics indicate low crime rates, government surveys have shown that approximately 1 in 14 to 1 in 13 women in Japan experience forced sexual intercourse. Over 95% of victims do not report assaults to police. That is, oh my goodness. Someone replied, is this it? And as you can see, it's a video of a gorilla, you know, whatever. And they replied, that's it. So yeah, okay, this nigga is a racist piece of shit. And to add on another thing, right? On Twitter, sometimes people will rage bait you to make money. And you can notice this if they have a blue check mark. This account doesn't have a blue check mark. They are like, this is just how they really feel. Okay, this isn't rage bait. They aren't trying to make any money. This is just how they really feel. Right here, someone replied, your perspective might be a bit base, you know. This so-called twerking dance isn't just tied to a specific race. It's heavily influenced by culture and music. For example, in dancehall or Afrobeat genres, those kinds of dance moves are just a normal part of how things heat up and get the crowd going. Plus, when people have a few drinks, they loosen up and their dancing gets more uninhibited. That's a thing in every country. And it just might be that it caught your eye by chance. It's totally natural to feel uncomfortable watching it as an observer, but instead of assuming everyone's like that, it'll probably feel more fitting to see it as a difference in culture or vibe. This clown replied, don't come at me with AI generated drivel. Go shake your ass instead, you savage. So yeah, we know what type of guy this dude is. Now right here we have a tweet that absolutely set Twitter on.
It's sad because, like I said, these people will legit sit there and smile on your face, shake your hand, eat with you, go out to eat with you, meet your family, but they'll be commenting this shit like this online. Like, you can sit here and shake my hand. Damn, bro, what's good with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? You like my brother. But they won't call you a savage or a monkey and stuff like that to your face, but they'll look over you to judge the other person beside you, behind you, to the left of you, that's in front of you. They won't call they won't call their black best friend a coon, a monkey, a savage, but they'll call everybody else in that community a coon, a monkey, a savage, or whatever it might be. Other races don't call them other people coons, but they call them savage, monkeys, animals, or whatever it might. So they refer to black people as that.
Bruh.
With these people who subtle racist, like, you better take this shit serious. That they think you the good black person, you can't be friends with them.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga.
If it ever came to a point where they wanted to put these people in internment camps, put these people in prisons, or make laws and stuff like that, they will make laws so you can do more time than the people of their race. They don't care. Some of them don't care about cops treating black people bad. Like, you can look at all these videos of white people beating up cops, grabbing a gun, doing all this stupid shit. But I guarantee you, when if a black person ever reached for a white cop gun, his ass getting shot. But if a white person do that same shit, they'll stop Johnny, stop Johnny, stop Johnny. Why are you grabbing my weapon, Johnny? Stop. Black person, you grab my, nah, you were reaching for it. Bah! Shot your dumb ass. I'm trying to tell you, this is how it be. And this is society that you have, like, this society we live in, and you got to play by those rules. You know what I'm saying? We didn't make the rules. We just got to live in them shits. And then once we get the power, you know what I'm saying, you got to change some of this shit.
As you can see, it says translated from Japanese. The number of encounters with black people in my neighborhood is steadily increasing. Their skeletal structure and the way their muscles are built are on a completely different level from Japanese people. I'm slim, so if I get pinned down, it'll be over in seconds. I'm sorry, y'all. I never imagined that violence from a foreigner would climb the ranks in my predictions for my own cause of death. I couldn't have pictured that even a few years ago. Things change when you least expect them to. There is so much to unpack in that tweet. For one, this nigga is fantasizing about getting pinned down by a big black dude. No pause, because that's what he's literally thinking. The nigga said, I'm so slim, so if I get pinned down, it'll be over in seconds. First of all, nigga, go get your weight up then if that's what you fearing. For two, why is your first thought that you'll get pinned down by a black person? You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all that propaganda, man. And once again, y'all, this isn't a goddamn like rage bait tweet. He doesn't even have a check mark. Someone reply, you're describing us like we're an infantry of big Randy disciples. It said nigga describing us like we're vulture mice. I never watched the show, but I know they are from Invincible, right? Japanese niggas more scared of black people than the people that nuked them twice. Oh man, what, bro? I say this all the time, man. This isn't just the Japanese people. We see anti-blacks worldwide, and the way these folks think about us and they fear us, you would think that we did all the things that white people or Europeans did to the world. Colonize, drop nuclear bomb, take land. Like, no, we didn't do any of that. Shit like this makes me scared to travel the world as a black man. Bro, I'm demoralized just for having darker skin. These guys think we want to kill them, when the actual race who actually nukes them twice and commit the most crimes in their country don't get this type of treatment. It's sad. Literally, bro, that's all we be saying, dog. It's like a lot of this shit may seem like jokes, and it may seem like, oh, it's just funny, ha ha ha. But at the end of the day, bro, a lot of us have feelings. We see stuff like this, and it's like, damn, we be chilling. Most black people that I know, they fuck with Japan. They love the culture, you know what I'm saying? They love anime. They show so much love to it. And then you see stuff like this, and it's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? But I came to this realization like a couple years ago. Obviously not everyone, but the original thought around black people is like, they ain't really cool with us. So I you know, it's sad to say, and I hate that I gotta be like this, but I don't really idolize nobody at this point unless they black. Even I don't try to idolize other black people, but it's just so many cases of, you know, of these TV stars, movie stars coming out being racist. It's always in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, do this nigga fuck with me? Do he not? So now someone replies, stop letting Twitter shape your perception of real life, G. This is a debate that I do see a lot. They be like, oh, social media isn't a real place, or Twitter, you know, this isn't how people really feel. But I beg to differ that this is how people truly feel. I think social media is a way for them to express how they, you know, how they actually come out. In real life, a lot of these people, they too scared to express how they really feel. And the way I see it is like, you know, when a person gets drunk, they actually start to let out how they feel. I think Twitter and social media is a way for people to express how they actually come across. So, you know, people be like, oh, racism not real. They only act like this online. Well, they may be lying your face and playing your face, but this how they actually think about you. You know what I'm saying? And most racists, they're going to be scary to tell you how they really feel. But on a place online, they can, you know, actually tell you the truth. So, and this tweet right here says it perfectly. He says, you got to stop caring what racists think is friend. Be vigilant, but 99% of the time, racists won't physically harm you because it mostly comes from a place of inferiority. Wear your blackness proud. Don't let anyone make you scared.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you like this. With racists, majority of the time, they won't be outwardly racist. Now, those type of people that's outwardly racist, I respect that, because now I know what side of the fence you stand on. Now, the people that's not racist, outwardly, they subtle, those are the people who making laws. Those are the people that's saying, you know, we're going to treat you like a human being, but you're 3/5 of a human being. We're going to allow you black people to prosper, but we're going to still redline your community. So, you know, if you want to prosper in your community, but you're going to prosper without the help of the rest of the community, or any type of investment from the city or anything like that. You know, black people, you're over there and us over here. Soon as we get into like parliament, you know, Congress and stuff like that, we gonna make laws that's like, you know, black people, you know, you be selling drugs a lot. Since you sell drugs, we're gonna give you more time than the pedophiles. And you know who majority of the pedophiles is? White men. Now, am I saying that's racially motivated? No, I'm just saying it's questionable. That's all. I'm not saying it's racially motivated. I'm just saying it's questionable. And this has been happening all throughout history, you know, especially with American history. You know, apartheid down there in South Africa. You know, it's a lot of communities where black people do something versus, you know, any other race. Like if you Japanese, like I don't know. Like I said, with this, I don't know if it's actually racially motivated. I know with Japanese people, they do use a lot of animals. But like they had a picture of people that was on the train, and it was like, we don't want y'all to be loud, but they had the monkey as the loud one, as in insinuating black people are loud. Now, whatever you might feel like black people loud, whatever, anybody is loud. If you look at the data, anybody is loud. Now the thing, like I always say, if it's a bunch of white girls, like if we go downtown, it's a whole bunch of white girls walking, they loud as fuck. All types of shit. White boys walking down the street, fucking like, I mean, look at them just having fun. But if a whole bunch of black people walk down the street, people be intimidated. They think they gonna rob them. They end up crossing the other side of the street. When has ever a bunch of black people been walking down the street and robbed, like data wise? I'm through data, not through movies, not through, oh, it just happening sometimes. Like through actual data where you see 5 black men walking together and they all jump one person. Not an Instagram video that went viral. Not an Instagram video that went viral. Not what they post on social media. I'm talking about through actual data. People don't want to talk about the data. And that's one of the things I hate about the internet. And especially with the news. It was one point in time where the news was just showing all black people doing stupid shit. So then they came up with the 3 strikes law. You know, black people are doing too much stupid shit. And I do believe that there are some black people that are doing dumbass shit. But 3 strike law was mainly targeted at black people. You know, if you get out of prison, you do something stupid, but we gonna make it so hard. We gonna make your life so fucking hard when you get out of prison. You have no other choice but to do crime. It's the same thing with people in the hood, or people poor, or people in trailer parks. We're gonna eliminate all the opportunities you have, so the only thing you have to do is commit crime. We gonna take away all your opportunities, give it to the suburbs, or give it to middle class areas and all the poor areas. We're gonna take away all your opportunities. We're gonna let your street lights go out. We're gonna let your potholes get crazy. We ain't gonna take care of your sidewalks. We ain't gonna do nothing for you. We're gonna put cops all in the neighborhood. So whenever you walking down the street and you ain't doing shit, the cops gonna frisk you. They gonna search you. They gonna want to lock your ass up over stupid shit, like just to get you off the street. And then we're gonna implement the 3-strike law. So if you go back to prison more than 3 times, no matter if it was true or not, because for some reason when black people go to prison or after conviction, they make up over half of the exonerations for some stupid ass reason. It's kind of coincidental that black people are getting majority of the exonerations, which mean that after conviction you found not guilty, which is a coincidence, right? But that's something for another day. But the point that I'm getting is, let's try to take as many black people off the street as possible and make them a slave to the system. But when you born to a system that don't give a fuck about you, what you think people gonna do? They're gonna rob, kill, steal, join gangs. That's all they know. But if you put that same kid in the community that grew up in middle class or higher middle class, and they can see all the nice cars, they ride in the nice cars, they take trips with they parents 2 times a year. They see what life is like outside of their city or outside of their state. They travel. They play in sports. They doing other stuff. They see men or see women that holding positions that they think that they can get to. They can be a lawyer. They can be a doctor. They can be a construction manager. They can do this and they can do that. Because they see somebody that's doing it, a family member, a cousin, a mom, a dad, or whoever it might be. They seeing them doing it. But when you take if you take that same kid, same white kid, same Asian kid, you put them in the hood, they doing the same exact thing. They not dumb as shit. They don't have a lower IQ. They just doing the same thing because that's all they know. But people think it's a race thing. All black people got low IQs. All black people are violent. No, it's how they grow up. Oh, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Nigga, you literally, your spawn point in life is already fucked up. You don't even know how to pick yourself up by your bootstraps because your parents don't know how to do that shit. If they don't know how to do it, nigga, how the child gonna know how to do it? So it's like people be over here trying to say this stupid ass shit and stuff like that. Like, oh man, you should do this, you should do that. Black people need to be more this and be more that, be more of a person for society. Bitch, some people need help. Some people, the generational I don't know, the generation harm that been done, generation after generation after generation, being born into the hood, being born poor, at generation after another generation after another generation. Motherfucker, somebody need to end that shit. And sometimes the niggas that be born in the hood and they move out, they don't want to come back to the hood because these niggas in the hood mindset is so fucked up, you can't save them. But they only fucked up like that because they was born in the hood. They was redlined in the hood for no investment, for people not to turn the shit around and try to help them out. It's, why you need help from white people? White people help white people. Why can't white people help black people? I don't need help. I mean, I pick myself up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm born in the country. So a lot of the shit the city ain't gonna help a lot of niggas in the country. But also with me being in the country, I don't see a lot of shit. If I was born in the hood, nigga, I'd probably be a gangbanger, or probably want to rob niggas, or probably want to steal. Cause if that's all you know, nigga, you gonna do that. If you getting forced into it, cause niggas keep want to jump your ass when you get out the bus, bloods want to jump your ass, nigga, you gonna want to be a Crip, cause niggas keep jumping your ass. So it's like niggas, you know, it take the community and also it take some law enforcement, but I don't really trust law enforcement because they do too fucking much, and they only want to get niggas to remove niggas out the neighborhood so they can build a fucking high-end apartment there or some shit. And that's really what they want to do. Lock everybody up out the hood and catch them charges and then remove them out so they can build in a high-end apartment in that same area. And so, you know, I don't trust the cops or too much like high-end officials. I don't really trust it too much, but we need help a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I would help my damn self if I knew how. But I'm gonna leave it right here. If y'all like this video right here, make sure you come check out Antonio's page, and I'm out. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you go check out my Twitch, and also watch my recent video, which will be right here. And make sure you hit the subscribe button right here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.